Hi everyone and welcome in this new video tutorial. I'm Aryan from XD Unicorn, and today we are going to see how to use in a clever way featured images. So we are going to build a single article template with Elementor and Elementor Pro. Let's start right away. The first thing is be sure you have Elementor and Elementor Pro. You can find the link in the description of this video. Of course, I'm always using in appearance themes, Hello theme for my tutorials. As you can see, this could be downloaded in the link in the description too. And of course, let's start by adding our post. So I'm going to add a new post right away. And of course, I'm using in my XD software. Of course, I'm copying all the information. So also the text in this way. Great. And then when I click here on post, I'm going to add a category. Let's add a new category like dessert, even if it doesn't have nothing to do with the image. So I'm going to click on the image that I previously uploaded, and you can just set featured image. Great, so we made our first post here and I'm going to publish it right away. So clicking on publish like this, and now I'm going back to my WordPress admin panel, and with clicking on, let's say, templates, theme builder, I'm going to create my single post, as you can see here, template. Great, so click on single post or just click on add new here or here, you can choose. Let's add it from here, and then single post, as you can see, you just click on the drop down, and then I'm going to name the template. Nice, create template. I'm going to close this one. I'm not using any of the templates. So when you are in this page here, we are going to start building our single article template. As you can see, we have also our header here and our footer here on the bottom. So first of all, we need to start by clicking on the plus button, first structure, and then here by selecting this section, we are going to change the height. So I'm going to click on min height. I'm going to change a little bit, make it a little bit more higher, like 622 for example. And then on style, by clicking on it, I can change the background type on classic, and here I can click on this dynamic tag icon. Click on this and you will find featured image. Of course, he will add the last featured image of the last post on your WordPress website. Great, so now we are going to try to set this image. So as you can see, the elephant here is hidden. So I'm going to change the position of the image. You can, play with this center, center, center left, and so on. I'm going to make it like, let me try top center, nope, bottom center. Yeah, so I will try with bottom center. Of course, you can also custom change by clicking on custom, and of course you can move around the image. So in my case, I'm going to use bottom center, so it's faster for me. And size, you can actually change it to cover so that it takes like all the section, all the position. Change the attachment on scroll, then you will find background overlay here. You can click on it, background type, click on this, and you can select a color. So on my XD software, here I have a color, so I'm going to take my color. So this is the color code that I will leave you in the description of this video if you want to use the same. Otherwise you can use black color, and then click on this and just paste it here. You can change, of course, the opacity of it by changing this, and let's try to make it like 7. So once you've done that, we just need to add another feature image. So to do that, it's very easy. We are going to click on this little icon here, and then I'm going to search for inner section, drag and drop it right here, and I'm going to remove one of the two columns by clicking here with the right click mouse, delete, and now I have a column, a subset, an inner section inside a column. So in this way, now I can click on this column here, so the inner column, right, style, and click on background type, and here again dynamic tag. So if you click on dynamic tag again, featured image, he will add a featured image. Right now we need to change some settings, but first I'm going to add a spacer right inside this inner column. So I'm going back to this icon here, search for spacer, here is it, drag and drop it here, and then I'm going to increase this bar to increase the spacing. Great. Now I'm going to select this intersection by clicking here, and now the width will be changed like this. And of course, opening my XD design, and as you can see, it's a quite wide rectangle, so I'm going to try and make it a little bit like this, and I guess the height is okay. Of course, click again on the column, or yeah, just click again on the column to make sure you then go on style, and here on borders we can change the border radius like this. I make a 30 in this case, and then of course we need to go on background again here, and now the size of the image, change it to cover. Now position, I'm going to change it to center. Great, now you have this element here, but we need to move it, so I'm going to click this plus button and select the first structure, and then just click on the intersection here, drag and drop it here in the new section we made, and always with the intersection selected, I'm going on advanced here, and then I'm going to change the margin. So I'm going to unlock this, click on this little percentage icon, and on the top I'm going in negative this time. So I'm going to click like that, and as you can see, this is moving on the top of the header. I'm going now to select actually this column here, the column with the image in it. So I'm going to click here in this icon, and then border, and this time if I click on box shadow, as you can see, the shadow is applied only to this element. So let's try to spread it a little bit like this, vertically like that. Okay, I'm going to blur a little bit more. And of course I'm going to change the color. You can use a black color. I'm using the color that I used here, so I'm just going to get my color. I remember you that in the description of the video you will find the color code if you wish to use the same, and here I'm going to paste it. As you can see, now it's using my color, and of course I can change and drag this bar for the opacity of the color. So let's do it like this. Okay, I guess it's okay for me. I'm going to click this little arrow to see a preview, and as you can see, this looks very nice. So now we need to add all the other elements of the post article, and that's very easy. So I'm going to click on this arrow again, and here I'm going to add a new element, a new structure. Cool. And of course I can add, for example, let's see, I'm going to click on this icon here. We have the post title, of course. Yeah, and I'm going to actually change also the width of this. So click on this new section, advanced. First of all, let's add some margin on the top because it's too near to the image, like this. Great, now I can actually go on layout, and the width, it's boxed, and I can change this as I prefer. Like this. Let me check how it looks. Great. Of course, I'm going also to add some, by clicking here in this icon, some information like the post info, for example. And yeah, I'm not going to style this, probably will leave it like that, but you can actually change everything. Here, of course, you can go on style and just make the icons black, like that. The title, you can keep this color or make it black on style. And then we can also add, by clicking on this icon, the post content, of course. So if I check the preview of this, we have our post content with the image. Of course, let's try also to, add other elements by clicking on this icon here, and then we can also add like sharing, like this. Of course, you can style everything as you wish. Here I'm going also to select this section, advanced, and I will add also some margin to the bottom because I don't want it too close to the footer. Layout, and you can make it like that. And if I just check this, as you can see, we have the author, we have the date, the time, and the comments. Of course, there is no comments. You can remove comments by just selecting this and content, and just click on the X button, and as you can see, we will have this. And if you wish to have like a comment section under the post, of course, I suggest to click on these icons here, and let me try to find post comments. You just drag and drop it under this, and people can leave a reply and whatever. I see that header is not scrolling, so let's try to change this by clicking here, layout, or maybe style, and then attachment scroll fixed. Okay, was fixed, of course, and if you do this, you can find, you can see this kind of effect. Let me try to change a little bit. Great, so with the custom, after adding the fixed, we have this cool effect that that looks very, very awesome and more dynamic. Great, now we should click on publish, add condition, and here when you include, don't use all singular, but actually you need to go and search for in category, all category. In this way you won't mess up all the WordPress pages. So I'm going to save and close. So once you've done that, now we are in our post. Of course, we can check our article, the last one we made, by clicking on view like this. And if this happens, as you can see, the images aren't actually showing up as we designed, just get back to your WordPress, go on Elementor and on tools, and then click on regenerate CSS and sync library. In this way, if I go on post and check again my last article, I will right click. As you can see now, everything it's working fine. And of course, also try to hard refresh this if it's still not working, and you should have this final result. Great. So let's try and check all our other posts. So if I get back to my WordPress, we have a ton of other posts I used for my other tutorials. If I try and click on this one, let's see what's happened. Great. All my other posts changed in the same way. So if I check another random post like this one, as you can see, everything is changed. One last step. Let's make it mobile friendly. So let's go on templates, theme builder, on single post, and now we're going to edit this with Elementor again. So now we need to make this page mobile friendly. To do that, we need to click on this little icon responsive mode and then click on this mobile icon here. And as you can see, now we are in the mobile version. So the header of course is broken, but don't worry, you can fix that. I have many tutorials on how to do that. But this time we are going just to fix this single article. So I'm going to click on this section here and I'm going to reduce the minimum height like that. Great. Once you made the height as you wish, we can go, and as you can see, there is a little icon here. This is because we can edit the spacing of the column. So if I click on this inner icon here, I can change the space of it. So as you can see, everything is reducing like that. And of course, we can click on this column here, this inner column, and we can go on style and maybe change the border radius. For mobile, 30 is maybe too much, so I'm going to reduce it. Great. So if I quickly check, this is the final result. Of course, you can change the height of this is too much by again clicking on section and minimum height, go and change it like that. and of course here we can actually click on this and move this more on the top like that by going on advanced. And as you can see, we have margin here. If I unlock this, as you can see what happens, but I'm going again to click on percentage and top, going on negative, you know, and now I can add it as I wish, where I want. Get back to this, select this, and maybe this time the image, as we are doing, like, how can I say it, a custom, we can make it default, and then we can even remove the repeat from here, no repeat, and the size will be covered. So we have a problem with the sizing. As you can see now, the image looks disappeared, but we can fix that really quickly. Great, so I was playing with this actually for the mobile version, and at the end I changed the position to center so that now the design for the mobile version is correct. So great, once you've done that, you have your mobile version of the website, and I hope that the tutorial was useful to you guys. So of course update this and you are done. And here again the final result. As you can see, this looks pretty awesome. You have your own single article template by using the featured image twice in a really clever way. And of course, if this video was useful, please thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, notification bell to be always up to date. Thanks a lot and see you in the next video. Bye!